Welcome to an experience similar to ones that you've had before. Yes, another podcast featuring a couple of guys who think that they're funny. 2 men, 1 microphone. This is Spoiled Rotten.
What up, what up? Yeah?
What?
Is that right? Yes. Okay, great. Oh, that was so funny.
It makes sense for the last episode for me to improvise something at the last second.
At the
You
last
know?
second. The very
At the
last second.
I was like, I don't know what to do. I thought about just sitting here.
No, it was
And,
good. It was good.
You like it?
It was not terrible.
Yeah. Do the traditional Zoom meeting. Can you guys hear me? You guys hear
You
me?
guys hear me? Yes.
Can you hear me? Is it good?
Can I? Go ahead. No, you go ahead.
Can you hear me though?
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. What was that?
I don't know. I'm a stupid idiot. What's
All
going
right.
on, guys? Cheers to the last episode, everybody. Cheers.
Yes.
Clink.
Don't have a drink.
Just me.
I got some water.
Oh, you got some water?
I got water. Yeah.
Michelle, pretend that you're holding a glass. Just like fake glass. Tink.
Tink.
There we go. Oh, the last episode. The end of an era. The beginning of a new chapter for Travis and
That's
I.
right. And the end of this one.
The end of this chapter. Yeah. That's how endings work.
Usually that is true. Yeah.
I don't know.
So-
Maybe you could just like for dramatic effect, you could write a book and then in the middle of a chapter just stop writing and then have like 10 blank pages. And then it say like chapter 24. Like the next chapter starts.
Just kidding.
Psych. What do you think about
Yeah.
that? Yeah, you seem really receptive to it.
Sure. You lost me at write a book. Like I was like, man, that's way too much work. No thanks.
Sounds like a lot to do.
Lost me to write a book. There you go.
You're like, maybe you should write a book. I'm like, or not ever.
Or we don't. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. So how's your week been? How's your last 2 weeks been? We missed last week.
It's been interesting. It's been
Yeah.
it's weird. It's weird watching movies for a podcast that's inevitably going to be that's just going to disappear, and it's an interesting feeling, because like this review is going to exist for people for probably I don't know, maybe a week, and then it's gone. And it's gone. This is just us.
Just leave it up.
Just me, you, and Michelle. We're just all hanging out here.
That's all right.
I feel
I'm
like
just hanging out with you guys, doing trivia.
well, maybe you should live in the state we live in.
Oh,
I like Colorado though.
Yeah, I like Colorado too. Colorado's pretty cool.
I've never been, but I heard nice things about it. So yeah, sure.
You need to, so you can go to a Rockies game.
That is very true. Time for me to go to Rockies game.
That's a sports team.
Yes.
Proud of you.
Thank you.
That's what I'm here for.
Do you know what sport?
I guess baseball.
Yes. Great job.
I know that you want to go to all of the stadiums.
Mm-hmm. Did you know at Coors Field, once you get to exactly 1 mile sea level, the entire row that is at 1 mile above sea level, is all the seats are purple.
Well, that's fun.
Yeah.
Did
That's
you know
the only thing I know about that stadium. Like I know little tidbits of every stadium that make it like special. That's the one thing I know about Coors. That's it.
Well, that's a fun little fact.
It is.
But guys, apparently we have movie news this
We
week.
do have movie news.
Do you want to play the thing?
Do I want to play the thing?
Do you want to do it? Do it.
Movie news.
News about movies and things.
Yeah. So this last week we have gotten a lot of movie news given to us. Like that, if we did this last week, it probably wouldn't have been anything. But over the weekend,
Yeah.
Disney's decided to just dump everything that they have. They're like everything that they've been planning, everything that they've been getting ready for. They're like, you know what? This weekend we're dropping it. So, I'm going to start with movies.
Yes.
We're going to get a little bit into TV shows, and we'll go from there. But the first thing, Marvel is coming up, has announced Ant-Man and the Wasp 3: Quantumania, Ironheart,
Boo.
Moon Knight, Ms. Marvel, Captain Marvel 2, Eternals, Armor Wars, which will be with Don Cheadle, the Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special.
Is this the sequel?
It is not the official third one, but it
Okay.
is a holiday special
Okay.
coming out in 2021, I believe.
You think that Thor's going to be in that one?
I hope so.
Oh man.
I'm ready for everything because like then there's Black Panther 2. I Am Groot, Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness, Secret Invasion. They're coming up with the new Fantastic Four.
Why? Can I ask why they keep trying to do that? I feel like every time they've tried to make Fantastic Four happen, like every single time it just tanks.
Well, before it used to be owned by Fox, and Fox had it, and Fox never was able to do anything really good with it. But they had an agreement with Marvel that if they didn't make a Fantastic Four movie or use these characters after so many years, that it would automatically go back to Marvel.
Okay.
So they had to keep making up something to keep those characters. But once Disney bought out Fox anyway, then Marvel had them.
Now they own all the stuff.
Now they own it all.
What's the one right after that? I don't like the look of it.
She-Hulk?
She-Hulk.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Are these in any specific order?
No.
Okay.
Not at all. Blade is right underneath She-Hulk.
Hey, Blade?
Blade, yes. With Mahershala Ali.
Like
as
Wesley
Blade.
Snipes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like Wesley Snipes.
Like vampires and blood and gore and stuff.
Thor: Love and Thunder.
Okay.
Which is they just announced the villain of that is going to be played by Christian Bale. Which
I'm about that.
Sounds fun. Black Widow will grace our movie theaters eventually.
Yeah, at some point. It's supposed to come out in March.
WandaVision will be coming out in January. The new TV show for
Wanda or Wando?
WandaVision.
Okay. I don't know what that is.
That's with the Scarlet Witch and Vision.
Okay.
Yeah. Falcon and the Winter Soldier will be coming out soon. Loki will be coming out soon. Hawkeye, which Hawkeye takes his daughter and she becomes the new Hawkeye.
It's a show? That looks
Yeah.
like it's a show. Yeah.
Yeah, they're all shows. They're all going to be on Disney Plus. And then my favorite, what I'm really looking forward to, is What If, because What If is an animated show that they take certain things that happen and they're like, you know, what if this happened instead? Like if
I can get behind
what
that.
if the spaceship came down instead of picking up what's his name, Chris Pratt
Oh yeah.
for Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
They went down and picked up T'Challa and the Black Panther, and the Black Panther was the one that was Star-Lord. So they do that, and it seems pretty fun. So there's all of that.
That is interesting.
On top of that, we have Obi-Wan is coming out with a new TV show with Hayden Christensen coming back as Anakin Skywalker or Darth Vader.
Can we get some new properties in this bitch? Like, Jesus, are we just gonna recycle the same like 10 things over and over again?
I'm glad you asked that, because the next thing,
Yeah.
Mighty Ducks.
Yeah.
They're recycling the Mighty Ducks, and they're bringing
Great.
that back, and that's going to be on Disney Plus.
I just imagine them doing it like in like Creed, like the movie Creed, just like really gritty and raw, but it's like a kids hockey team. I want that.
I'm
I
all for
want
that.
that.
That's great. Chippendale Rescue Rangers is coming out with a new.
God,
Going to have their own movie. Starring John Mulaney and Andy Samberg.
Okay, I'm back on board.
Yeah.
I'm back on board for that.
Yeah. And then Pixar's latest movie that they just announced is Lightyear, which is the origin story of Buzz Lightyear with Chris Evans as the voice of Buzz Lightyear.
No.
Yes.
Come on.
Sounds
Man.
awesome.
Chris Evans is just dipping his toes all over these different universes.
It's fine.
So?
He's in
fine with it.
everything, man.
And then
Speaking of the Fantastic Four, yeah.
One of the biggest news is HBO Max announced that throughout all of 2020, every movie that they come out with, or that Warner Media comes out with, is going to go straight to HBO Max.
Yeah.
As well as in theater, which covers a lot of movies. Like Wonder Woman 1984 is going to be the first one to hit. That's on Christmas Day.
Now let me ask:
also,
is it going to be like one of those rent things, or is it going to be like included in HBO Max?
Included with HBO Max.
Get out!
Yeah.
Sweet.
So that we're talking about Dune.
Yeah.
Matrix 4, Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
Godzilla vs. Kong, the new Conjuring movie, Tom and Jerry. Which, if you haven't seen the trailer for the new Tom and Jerry movie,
I've not.
It's terrible. But
is it live action, like Sonic live action?
It's half live action. It's like you know that Looney Tunes movie with back in the day.
Are you talking about Roger Rabbit or Space Jam?
Kind of like Space Jam, yeah. Yeah, they're in the real world.
I don't like that at all.
I don't know about that either.
I think Amy Poehler's in it. So Leslie Knope is going to be like chasing around Tom and Jerry. So sounds fun.
So apparently, like, because I don't know if you knew about this when you were doing the research on this, but I had heard about this as well, about the HBO getting movies, and they actually, Warner Media didn't ask permission from anybody who was in any of the movies, any of the directors, any of it before they signed any of the contracts, which is really, they're either going to have to pay out of pocket or they're going to have to find some way to work around this or screw over the actors, because some of the actors, like Gal Gadot in Wonder Woman, like she makes X amount of dollars for acting in the movie, but she also makes X amount of dollars for like the film making money on top of that. So like if it goes free to HBO, like she's not getting any of that bonus money that was in her contract.
Well, I'm sure there's probably going to be some sort of like a certain amount of the monthly payment, like subscription, goes to them.
Right. I was just reading an article, and they said that the big thing is that Warner Media saw the writing on the wall and saw that 2020 isn't going to have anything, have anyone really be in movie theaters. By the time that it's safe to go back into movie theaters, they're not even sure if half the people that usually would go is going to go again. And they were trying to figure out whether they want to push back all these movies even farther or keep it there. And they saw the writing on the wall. HBO Max is still a pretty new streaming service. So they said, let's build up our base, try to get as many people to sign on to HBO Max as possible. And let's do this right now. Because this is the only way that we're going to be able to make money in 2021. So I see where they're coming from. I see where everyone else is coming from.
Man. That's
but at the same time, I'm fine with it because I have HBO Max and
yeah. So I'm okay with that password for one.
Oh, right, of course.
But I'm already mooching Disney Plus off of you. So
no, that's all right.
Which is, thank you for letting me have that. But also, I hate you because now I've seen more Mickey Mouse Clubhouse than I care to admit.
Good.
Dude, it turns my child into just a sack of flesh on the floor.
Yeah.
I know that sounds really gross to say, but he just stops moving and
Way to describe your child.
it is the scariest thing. I'm like, hey, bud, come here. The house is on fire. Snack? Milk? Look, Nana's here. Nothing. Just nothing from him the entire time, and it's terrifying. Great. But yeah. I'm surprised they didn't go with the renting model. Like, I mean, did we ever get numbers from the Mulan thing that they were doing?
From what I heard, it wasn't that great.
Yeah, I bet because it was like $30 to
Yeah,
rent
it was
it.
ridiculous.
But
And
like,
I wasn't
if you
gonna
charge
pay
me
it.
like $6, like I'm way
Right.
more likely to pay $6 to rent a movie than I am to pay $30. Like, I don't want to pay the money I have to go to the movies anyways. Like,
I mean, I've had a lot of free time over the last few weeks. So
and now Mulan's free. So
now Mulan's free. I saw Mulan. I saw Freaky, which with Vince Vaughn as the body switching murder. That
Oh
was
yeah.
so good. So good. Like I had a lot of
buddy?
fun watching that movie.
Was it?
I believe.
And oh man, I've watched way too many movies and TV shows over the last 2 weeks. It's ridiculous.
I believe you.
You know what
Yeah.
you could have done?
Write a book? No thanks.
Read
You
a
could have
book.
written a book.
Could have read Harry Potter.
Nah.
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 Get out of here. Get out
All
of
right.
here.
But
Who reads books?
speaking of, what else did you guys watch? What did you watch?
Oh man, I've been watching a lot of The New Girl. Like,
New Girl.
it's so funny. Like, I gotta admit. Oh, look, what did you watch?
Hey,
I have to. What? Okay, I'm
um,
pausing.
sorry, Travis, you don't have our name tags up.
Yeah, I
For
do.
shame.
Of course I do.
My name's Travis. No. Tra-
Who are we?
you guys watched The New Girl? Anyway, have you seen it?
I've watched part of it.
Okay, so I have to say, like, and I know this is an unpopular opinion. I have to say Jess is my least favorite character on the show. Hands down.
Yeah.
I love there's a season which
Schmidt.
we haven't gotten to, but I've seen it before. There's a season where like Megan Fox comes and lives with them while Jess is like on jury duty. She's on trial for like a season.
Mm-hmm.
And I like her way more than I like Jess. Also, Megan Fox is super funny in it. I was like, all right. I didn't expect that from you, given your performance in Transformers. But you know what?
I mean, she was just a sex object in Transformers. So
Yeah,
Right.
that's fair. That's fair. Well, that's all I have to reference. Like,
yeah, that's fair.
I know she
You ever
was
watched
in like
Jennifer's
a.
Body?
I was about to say I know she was in a horror movie called Jennifer's Body, but I didn't
So
see
good.
it.
Oh, it's
Was it?
so funny. Yeah.
It's funny.
Yeah, it is.
It's
really good.
So that's what I've been watching.
I watched-
Also,
Okay.
we've been watching Great Canadian Baking Show,
Oh.
which is the Canadian version of the Great British Baking Show.
What's that?
Not as charming. Fun fact. Like I want to hear
No.
British people be like, "Oh, crumpets, I messed this up," and Canadian people are like, "Oh, crap, I did this wrong," but it's not like an American accent. So I'm like, "Well, this isn't fun. You guys aren't cute.
Yeah.
Be Britisher." Yeah, I'm not a
Britisher.
fan of it. Britisher.
British.
Be British. Period. Be Irish.
Yeah.
Be anything.
I've been watching a lot of Guy's Grocery Games with Guy
Isn't that
Fieri.
the Supermarket Sweep,
Yeti.
but with Guy
Yeah,
Fieri?
Supermarket Sweep
Not
is on there.
really.
It is on now too. I love it.
Guys, first,
It's not like Supermarket Sweep, but the Supermarket Sweep is out
The
now with
the only thing that's similar is the fact that they're in a supermarket.
right.
Oh,
Guy's
that's right.
awesome.
His is like you have to like cook things.
Mhm.
Yes.
Okay, I have seen this. I was in the wrong. I apologize, Michelle. I interrupted you a moment ago. Please continue what you were going to say.
I watched Julie and the Phantoms.
Ooh.
Julian Phantom.
Julie and the Phantoms. It's on Netflix.
Julie and the Phantom. What? I don't have no idea what that is.
She's like a singer, and her mom dies, and she kind of like loses her confidence, and then she starts playing a CD, and these like 3 ghosts appear because it was their CD.
Because it was their CD.
Yeah, and then they can only be seen when she's playing their music, and so they like start a
Aw.
band. It's actually pretty cool.
All right.
Interesting.
Have you guys seen High School Musical, the series?
No.
It's called High School Musical, the musical series. That is the worst name for anything that has ever been made.
Which is amazing, but it kind of has the same vibes as it.
Oh my gosh. No, I haven't seen that either. That makes me unless that's like
Watch both
a
of them.
parody show, I have no interest in watching High School Musical, the series. Oh my gosh, that's a mouthful. Did I say that right?
It's about a high school. It's about a high school like drama team that does the musical of High School Musical.
High School Musical.
And it's all about them. It's all about
place
these
at the high
teens.
school that they filmed at.
Is this a Disney show?
It's
Yes.
on Disney Plus.
Yeah,
No,
it's a
I don't
documentary
believe you.
style.
Yeah, man.
No, that sounds like the worst possible thing I could subject my body to.
And they're coming out with like a holiday special. So it's High School Musical, the musical, the series, the special.
Yes.
Get out.
Yes.
No.
Yeah,
That's amazing.
I know. It's gonna be awesome.
High school, and then we'll start a podcast called the High School Musical, the musical, the series, the special, the podcast.
Yes.
And then it'll come full circle.
Can you
And we'll
please?
just discuss all the episodes. It'll be great. Holy cow.
Good idea.
High School Musical, the series, the special, the podcast.
So
I
should
love
we
that.
get
Write
into
that
it?
down. Somebody write that down. That is golden. I love
And
it.
all you have to do is just add that on to what's already been written down.
Travis, I've already forgotten the name of it. Let's go on.
Let's
move forward.
Let's
All
do
right.
what we're supposed to do.
Let's do what?
What we're supposed to do. Why are we here?
Halloween.
All right. So first, I just want to let everyone know. Spoiler alert.
Oh.
What?
We're going to spoil all the things.
Oh.
I don't do that very often. I always forget to put that spoiler alert up there. But if you have not watched the final Harry Potter movies, the final two, we're going to spoil
Then where have you been?
everything. True. Where have you been?
Get out.
But anyway, we're going to jump right into it with power rankings.
You guys didn't hear that burp, did you?
No.
All
Okay,
right.
good. It was really big and
Thank you
long.
for-
And I was like, oh man, some of that's gonna get clipped on there and they're gonna hear it.
No, not at all.
All right. Ooh, I have
All
a
right, so
difference
let me
of
get it off.
opinion apparently from people.
A little bit.
Wow.
You have a little different opinion than everyone else.
Me and Michelle were like pretty the same for most of this. Up
Yeah.
till this one.
Up till this one.
Sorcerer's Stone. If you switch Sorcerer's
Well,
Stone,
yeah, that's the only thing. And you
Yeah.
you refused to give that up. So
well, but if you like switch Deathly Hallows Part 2 and Sorcerer's Stone, like we just have them flop. That's the only difference.
yeah. Mine also minus the Deathly House. But man, you guys are so wrong.
Well,
Oh man. All right. Well,
so
I can't get over how bad they followed the book in the last movie.
okay. I haven't read the books.
I know.
But I can't get
Yeah.
over.
I tried,
Oh.
and that's why I put it like kind of up there because I did decide like it's really not a terrible movie, but I can't.
Okay.
We gonna be making it rant today.
I feel like we can all agree that Order of the Phoenix is the superior film out of
Yes.
everything.
yes.
Yeah. Okay. Like, I know I have Deathly Hallows Part 2, but like without Part 1, Part 2 doesn't make sense.
Right.
It's like watching Endgame.
True.
It doesn't. You can't watch just Endgame. You have
Mhm.
to watch both of them. But yeah, Deathly Hallows Part 2 is the best film in the series. I almost put Deathly Hallows below Sorcerer's Stone. But I didn't. Because I feel like because I'm an adult now. And Sorcerer's Stone is a child's movie.
What are you trying to say?
As magical as it is. I just said it's a child's
What are
movie.
you trying to say? Man?
He's not trying to say anything.
I'm saying grow up, Michelle. Grow up.
Rude, but all right.
No, it's all good. It's the number. Sorcerer's Stone would be so much lower on this list if I didn't see Sorcerer's Stone when it came out. Does that make sense?
Maybe.
Like if it didn't hit me at that point in my life and I have all that nostalgia attached to it,
yeah.
I think it would probably sit. I think it'd probably sit at number 7. I don't want to sound rude, but
yeah.
it's the nostalgia for me that kept
think-
it so high
I-
on the list.
oh, I mean, that's
Deathly
definitely-
Hallows and The Order of the Phoenix, like they're just good movies on their own.
I mean, that's definitely why it's the top on my list.
It's just nostalgia.
Yeah.
But you can agree that Order of the Phoenix is a better film.
Yes.
Okay. Then continue. Rants away.
Well, not yet.
Okay. So I'll go ahead and add in why, because I have it lower than anyone else.
Yeah.
that's surprising.
Any of you guys. So, and here's why. It felt to me that I was missing something the entire movie.
Yeah.
I felt that like there was just something that I didn't understand, and I think I think that helps with what Michelle said, is that they deviated from the book so much. But at the same time, like, it felt like I was watching a really good movie that I would fall asleep halfway through and then wake up and be like, oh, what's going on? Yet I never fell asleep in these movies. I just felt like that there were chunks of this movie that just were missing, and I didn't understand a lot of it because of that. When we get to Travis Ask a Question, I have a few questions. So we'll wait till then, but that's why I have it so low. I thought that Order of the Phoenix was really good. Half-Blood Prince was great. And Goblet of Fire was just so much fun to watch. I didn't have as much fun watching either of the Deathly Hallows.
I feel like Goblet of Fire, you don't have to see any of the other movies and you can watch that movie. Like,
these aren't very fun movies anyway. Like,
no, for sure.
Weren't meant to be fun movies.
Can I ask Michelle, what keeps Deathly Hallows Part 2 below Part 1? Is it just the sequential order of them, or is there something specifically about the second one
I
that you
think it's
didn't like?
mostly just the fact that the first one follows the book a little bit better. And I mean, they're essentially the same movie, so like they're directed by the same person. Like, I mean, it's not like it's a totally different like staff or whatever or crew. And I think so. I think it's partly because they're sequential, and then partly because the first one just follows the book a little bit better, and I think it's a little easier to follow.
Yeah, I mean, let's not, like I said, let's not pretend that these are two different films. This is one real long movie. This is a 4.5 hour movie.
And here's where Michelle put the book.
Okay, so you like the first half of this book more than you like the second half of the book? Is that what's happening here?
No, I think that the first movie follows the book better.
Okay.
And like literally in the second movie, like as soon as they get to Hogwarts, it is nothing like the book.
Interesting.
And I get that like they only have so much time and they can't do everything, but it was only 2 hours and 10 minutes total. They could have had another half hour and nobody would have complained.
Yeah, I agree with that. Like, that's how like Chamber of Secrets was such a long movie, and I felt like they could have cut out like a half an hour out of that movie. While on the flip side, like you said, I feel like they could have just added so much more to this movie.
The last movie, like, we're not kids anymore. We can sit through a 3 hour movie.
Right.
They could have added so many more details into the last movie.
Right.
Made it better.
I feel like maybe I'm wrong. I'm not exactly positive of the timeline of this, but I feel like these movies came out at a time where like the Lord of the Rings trilogy was starting to end. We had Avatar out in theaters. We had Benjamin Button out in theaters. Like these really long movies, like almost painfully long. And I feel like they were maybe trying to avoid getting lumped in with that. These movies are way too long. They didn't need to be that long. But then again, those movies didn't have 6 movies before it leading up to it. So like, I don't know. I feel like Star Wars can make 3.5 hour movies because there's 9 of them. And all of it is so the lore in it and the people who go to see it, like, no. Like, you don't go to see episode 9 of Star Wars. Like, oh, I heard this new movie came out. Like, it's like, no. You've seen every other episode of Star Wars. You know all the background of all of this. So I agree with you. This one could have been another 30 to 45 minutes longer and really built into some of that. But what are we missing in this second movie specifically? Because I enjoyed how things got wrapped up.
I mean, like, it wasn't terrible, but like, I don't know, like so they missed a lot in the entire thing. Like, they didn't talk about the fact that like Muggleborns were in hiding. They were getting hunted. So like Dean wasn't at school.
Is Muggle born? That's like where you have two Muggle parents.
Yes.
Okay.
Like Hermione would not have
Okay.
been at school because it wouldn't have been safe for her.
Okay.
Like Ginny was taken out of school because it wasn't safe for her to be there because of who her family is and how close she is to Harry and stuff. Like there's people that like shouldn't have been there, and like I feel like I don't like, obviously it's dark, but I don't think that they like tell how dark it is, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, like there's so much more that happened at Hogwarts. Like Luna is actually the one that takes Harry up to the Ravenclaw common room, which I really am kind of sad we didn't get to see. Just because I wanted to see it. And like, I don't know.
I mean, doesn't she lead him in the movie though? Doesn't she lead him to?
She stops him from going up there and just takes him down straight to the Grey Lady.
Oh, okay.
In the book, she takes him up there, and they actually get caught. Like that's when they get caught by the Death Eaters, and McGonagall finds them, and like that, like the whole like where they were called to the Great Hall and like lined up, and like Snape was talking to him, and then Harry steps out. Like that didn't happen at all.
It made for a cool scene, though. I liked it as a movie.
It was. I'm not like mad at it. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
And then, like the whole fight scene was just too much to me. It made me really angry.
I enjoyed having a fight scene in a Harry Potter movie. Like, it felt like...
Well, there is a fight scene, but like, I don't know. Like, it only happens in the Great Hall, and like... I don't know, like... I don't like how, like... When they were like up in like the rafters and stuff, like in the attic or wherever they were, and then they like fell off of the tower.
Mm-hmm.
They were just kind of like flying around. That was so weird to me. Like,
well, I felt that there were way too many off-screen deaths. Like too many like big characters died.
Like Fred
off-screen.
died off screen.
Like Fred.
yeah, like they were actually there for that in the book. Like they were right there.
It just caught me off guard. Like all of a sudden, like, oh, he's gone, and it just didn't have the depth that I thought that that character deserved.
It didn't have the depth in the book either, but at least like you read it, like it happened there,
right?
I think. To your point about the fight scenes, I feel like every Harry Potter movie we watched so far, as far as fight scenes go, like I understand they're wizards. Like everything comes down to like whose magic is stronger. And I kind of liked the physical running and the altercation as far as like man to man, kind of just for like a little bit, kind of dragging that out a bit, especially since it's like this is what we've built. I just almost choked myself with that cord.
Or woman to woman, because Mrs. Weasley killed it.
That actually happens in the book, like,
which was amazing.
Dude,
that was
she's
the best
so
part
cool.
of the whole movie.
I don't know about that, but I thought it was. I was like,
no, there's one part that's better, but I'll
is it the part where Voldemort just bitch smacks the shit out of Harry Potter? Like that made me so happy. Like that, not that that Harry got knocked out, but that scene happened. Like it was just like he's like Harry, and he just goes bah, and just smacks him. I was like, you could have killed him right there, but you were like, nah, brah. And you just smacked him, and it made me very happy. It made me very happy to watch a wizard just smack another wizard in the face. I don't know, it made me happy.
Yeah.
Sorry. I'm not sorry, actually.
The one thing that I really wish had been in the first part. So Wormtail dies in the first one, and like in the movie, it's Dobby killing him. But in the book, and I think that this is a really interesting thing. Wormtail pulls his wand on Harry and like basically threatens to kill him, and Harry like makes him feel guilty, kind of. And the hand, like the silver hand that Voldemort had given him,
Yeah.
turns against him and kills him itself.
Wow.
Because Harry had like saved Wormtail.
Yeah.
So he owed him, essentially. So instead of killing him, he had just killed himself. And I like kind of wish that somehow they had done that.
That would have been cool.
Because I think it was a very big like point that happened and they just like brushed over it like it was nothing.
Yeah, Dobby dying really didn't have that much depth to it either.
Bullshit. I almost cried like a little baby. Real talk. I was like, Dobby is a free elf. I was so sad. I was so sad, man.
I was like, and I love Dobby. I thought Dobby was great.
Do you not have a heart?
Dobby's not my
I
favorite.
was like,
Do you not have a heart?
I was just like, okay,
You know, it's sad, but it didn't make me cry.
right. It was, but it was needed, and it was kind of like telegraphed in the.
I mean, I was definitely more upset when Hedwig died.
Right.
Wait, what?
Yeah, Hedwig dies in the at the very beginning. She
She dies in the storm, like where they're all fighting each other? Huh?
literally she took a curse for him.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
And it's supposed to like symbolize him like losing his innocence because he's coming of age and stuff. But like, yeah, it's sad.
Well, I didn't. Okay, I remember the part where he's like, "What gave you away?" And he's like, "I think it was Hedwig."
Yeah,
That-
that's not how it happened in the book. It's because
I feel like that's all we get of that in the movie.
I cannot say that word. But yeah.
I could have used more of that scene too, like more of just like saying all the different sides instead of people just showing up.
Yeah.
That would have been cool to see. That being said, I really enjoyed the movie. I just thought it played out well.
Mhm.
Given I watched it with my wife, who is a big Harry Potter nerd such as yourself. And it was to Travis's point earlier, I had to ask a lot of questions watching this movie. I don't know if that's a deviation from the book or what it is, but I'm like, what's that again? Who did that? What is this thing for? Who's this person? And that, had I not had her there, maybe I would have enjoyed these movies less. But I did have her there, so I did enjoy the movies quite a bit. Travis, you want to ask some questions? You have
I?
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe if you had like a little animation or a song that could play.
Like that?
I'm sorry, I missed it. What was it?
Oh, hold on.
That one seemed longer
Sorry,
than
guys.
the first
And
one.
again, I'm leaving.
All right, so
Hang on, Michelle. I got. It's the last episode. Will you humor me and play it one last time?
one last time.
One last time.
And oh wow, she's gone.
Dun,
Oh, okay. All right, so let's bring it. Let's get back to it.
Let's ask some questions.
The Deathly Hallows.
Mhm.
They are. Let me remember right. The Cloak of Invisibility.
Yep.
The Elder Wand.
Yep.
The Resurrection Stone.
Yep.
Oh,
Anything else?
Nope.
Or is it just those three?
Those three.
All three of them together, you become like
The Master of Death.
the Master of Death. Yet we never see them all three together used at the same time in the movie called The Deathly Hallows.
That's the
So
point.
why? Like, why couldn't we see once?
Because anybody who's like actually trying to get them all at once is trying to use it for like power. And
Okay.
they're like not meant to be really all used at once.
Cool. So we see Harry Potter drop the Resurrection Stone
Yes.
before he goes to meet
Yes.
Voldemort.
Yes. It was beautiful.
Then how did he become resurrected and survive?
That was not why he survived.
Why did he survive?
Because
How did he survive?
Because a part of Voldemort's soul, he was a Horcrux, and the part of Voldemort's
Right.
soul was what got killed by Voldemort. So he probably could have chosen to be dead, but he was able, like, his soul was still intact. So he was fine.
So Voldemort killed himself via loophole.
Kind of.
Okay. And so the entire time where he's like limp in Hagrid's arms, was he faking it the whole time?
Yes.
Wow.
I would also like to say one thing that I wish that they had put in there. So when Harry walked into the forest, he did so knowing he was going to die, and therefore he gave himself up for all of his friends.
Mm-hmm.
This is a thing in the book. So it's kind of like echoing what his mother did for him.
Right. That makes sense.
So like in the book, they talk about like, hey, none of your spells stick. Like you're not killing anybody. Any spell you put on somebody is not like staying on them. And it kind of like brings back the whole like love is the most powerful magic. But they didn't use that in the movie at all.
So why did he drop the resurrection stone? Why like it just seems so easy to me to just be like he'll just be resurrected because he has the resurrection stone.
That's not how the resurrection stone works.
I have no idea how the resurrection. How did the resurrection stones work?
Like loved ones.
Oh.
Like,
can you say that again? I didn't hear that. I'm sorry.
you have to be dead. You're alive, but it will like and it doesn't even resurrect them. It talks about it in the story, man.
I don't
Did you
remember.
listen to that?
Maybe
Like,
maybe I did fall asleep. I don't know.
It technically brings them back kind of similar to ghosts. So like they're back in the like on Earth, but they're not supposed to be there, and they don't really want to be there, so they're sad about it.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. But
Okay.
like when Harry brought his parents back, he did so knowing that he was about to die. So like it wasn't to keep them there.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Question.
Yeah.
So the cloak of invisibility that Harry's had this whole time, is that the
Yes.
cloak of invisibility?
Yes.
Okay. Cool beans.
That's a pretty powerful thing to be given as a
Yeah, I feel like they
Because he's a descendant of the original brother that had it.
I feel like they called it a cloak of invisibility. Like I feel like if it's the only one, it should be the cloak of
There are
invisibility.
other cloaks of invisibility, but not as like permanent as that. Like they talk about it in the book. There's other ones that like you can put a enchant or whatever, but they like over time they stop working.
Okay.
And stuff like that. So like there are other ones, but that's the only one that like forever it's gonna be invisible. Like
Okay. My last question.
Mhm.
Harry at the end goes all dramatic and breaks the Elder Wand in half and throws it into the into the forest. Which why are we condoning littering? Like that was extremely terrible thing to do. And two, we've seen broken wands still work anyway. So like if someone came and found, yes.
So Ron's wasn't entirely broken. It was just like it was snapped, but it was still hanging on.
But like there's nothing a little like gaff tape
I would
or
also
duct tape
like to
can
point
like,
out
fix.
that in the book he doesn't break it.
If there's anything the Red Green Show has taught me, it's that duct tape can fix anything.
That's also not true. But he doesn't break it.
Go on.
He uses the Elder Wand to fix his own wand and then puts his wand back with Dumbledore. With the intent that he was going to die as its like master, and that way it would stop working. Not stop working, but like the magic in it wouldn't work.
Huh. Okay, I'm out of questions. Then wait. Nope. Yeah, I'm out of questions.
So this is a question that I have in life in general.
Okay.
What spell is used on a magic eraser that makes it literally erase anything?
What?
I thought you maybe would know.
Scourgify.
Huh?
Scourgify.
Scorchify?
Scourgify.
Yeah,
I don't know.
of course.
It's a cleaning spell, and I don't know how I knew that.
I used a magic eraser earlier this weekend.
Magic.
And
Wow.
it like removed a scratch. I was like, I don't know how that happened.
It's a
But
thing.
it did. It's magic. It's literally magic.
They're
And I think
amazing.
J.K. Rowling's behind it, and I want to know,
Or
J.K. Rowling, if you're listening, you're not. But if you are, I want to know how does it happen?
All right,
You
I think
have
it's time to
1
move
week.
on. I think it is due time to move on to.
Whoa.
What is going on?
Oh, hey, what is
this?
happening here?
What is this? Oh,
there we go. What's with the
That was
name
weird.
tag, Travis? Come on, be on top of
Get
this.
the name tags off there. Put the name tags on. Take the name tags off.
Dance, monkey, dance.
Oh, great. Are we ready?
I
boy,
thought before we get started, I thought that you had a make it
did
rant.
you ever make it rant?
I was already ranting.
But we didn't get to play the video. Should we
Play the video. Play the
Oh,
video.
yeah.
It's the last episode. Do
It's
it.
the last episode.
We're
Why not?
playing-
There we go.
Travis, what other videos do we have? Do we have other
Oh my
ones?
god.
We have a good
I
amount of them.
crying.
Wait.
Travis, we haven't done trailer time.
We haven't done trailer time in a
No,
while.
so long. I forgot we had that segment.
We're like not.
Okay, what else we got? What else
We got
That's nice. That's a good one.
that's nice.
Can we like not, please?
What's that?
Can
It's
we-
our last episode, Michelle. So you just there's also that other one.
What, this one?
Honest to God, I've never seen that one.
I played it once because you complained about the frying up some trivia.
No, I missed that one. I
Cooking
missed
up some
that one.
trivia.
Going to
And then
memory lane.
I was like, fine, I'll just get rid of it. And then I came back with this one. And you were like, oh, what happened to the cooking up some trivia? So I was like, you know what? Forget it. I'm not doing
Forget
it
it.
anymore.
You know what?
Forget about it.
Do we have more?
No, that's it.
Okay.
Thank God.
I think Michelle's gonna quit. Are you
Yeah.
gonna quit, Michelle?
Probably.
That's all right. I
I
understand.
can play the Travis
Okay.
Mason
Can we
question
do
again.
this?
All right.
Are we ready?
Question 1.
What creature sat in Lupin's office the first time Harry visited him there? A boggart,
Oh,
a redcap, a Cornish pixie, or a Grindylow?
I like this question.
Literally the easiest trivia I've ever given you guys.
As far as all the questions go, or this question goes?
All of the questions.
Oh shoot. Okay, I know the answer. Travis, do you know?
Yeah, no.
Okay, I'm ready
How
when
would
you're
I
ready.
know something stated in the movie?
Because I watched these movies yesterday and today with subtitles on. So
Ooh.
if they're dialogue
Are you
questions,
ready?
I should know them.
I don't like it. I'm not a fan of this.
But are you ready?
I'm ready.
3, 2, 1, go. Grindylow is correct.
Of course it is.
Do we have 5 questions or 10?
5.
5.
Oh, there's 2 movies.
I'm sorry. You should have split it up into 2 weeks.
Well, I didn't. So
Well, all right. What does George stick in his ear when he catches Harry and Ginny kissing
I
in
have
the kitchen?
no idea.
A knife, a toothbrush, his wand, or a spoon?
Ah.
Okay, now that I see these answers put in front of me, I think I know what the answer is, but
If I remember right,
I
yeah.
don't know for sure. Okay, you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, ready?
3, 2, 1, go. You are both correct.
Yeah.
Hey.
'Twas a toothbrush.
All right, before we
Alright.
go any further, is this the tiebreaker for all of the series?
I think it is.
Yeah.
Good. Okay.
Do you have a tiebreaker question if we are tied at the end of this?
Yeah, sure. All right. What is the name of this was not really in the movie, so keep this in mind. What was the name of the radio program Ron listens to? Dumbledore's Army, Potter's Army, Mischief Managed, or Potter Watch?
This is not in the movie because I don't remember hearing this.
They don't say the name of it.
Okay. 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 I'm ready.
3, 2, 1, go. It is D. Potter Watch.
What? Where have I heard Mischief Managed from? Because I've heard it from some.
Because it's on the map.
Yeah, when they stop using the map.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. So
Duh.
get it together, Travis.
All right, I have to run these two, and you have to get them both wrong.
If you run these two and I get both of them wrong, we tie.
Yes. Here we go.
All right. So all of these
And
characters.
I know the answer to this question.
Good. All of these characters died in the movie. Which one also dies in the book, but not the movie?
But not the
But
movie?
not the
They
movie?
don't die in the book. They the other three don't die in the book.
Okay.
That's what I was.
Okay.
Lavender Brown, Nymphadora Tonks, Gregory Goyle, or the Elder Wand.
We just talked about the other one.
These
so-
characters died in the movie. Which one
All-
also dies in the book?
Yes.
So only
all-
one of these.
All 4 of them died in the movies. Only one of them dies in the book.
Okay.
That was cute.
Thank you.
That's nice. Yeah. Very, very well done.
Okay, I don't know this question. I thought this was a different question when I was reading it. Travis, do you have an answer locked in?
I do.
I'm okay. Okay. I got it.
Ready?
I got all shades of this one.
3, 2, 1, go. Tonks is correct.
Ow!
Really?
Yeah.
Ow!
So Lavender Brown,
Oh,
she gets hit by Greyback, but doesn't die. Goyle was actually took the place of Crab because the actor who plays Crab, I'm pretty sure, was in prison at the time or something. I don't know. But Crab was actually the one who in the book cast the spell and stuff. And obviously the Elder Wand does not get snapped in half.
Wow.
Huh. All right. Well, what can I ask? What happens to the Elder Wand in the book?
I literally
We
just said
just
this.
talked about it.
Well, I was.
He fixes
zoning
his own wand and then puts the Elder Wand back with Dumbledore.
Oh, that's stupid.
Well, they don't actually do it in the book, but he talks about doing that.
Well, I know they don't do it. That would be inappropriate. It's rated PG. Next question.
What animal does Albus Severus take with him to Hogwarts? At least in the
Ooh.
movie. An owl, a cat, a raven, or a ferret?
Travis, do you know this one? I have no idea.
It's
It's shown in the movie.
No, I believe you. I did not
I'm
see
sure it is.
Oh, okay. Ferret, cat, raven, or owl. Also, that's the dumbest name on the planet.
I agree.
Also, Dumbledore's brother, Albadonki, or whatever his name is a stupid name. What's his name?
Aberforth.
That's the one. Still dumb. Travis, do you have an answer logged in?
Yeah, I do.
Did you say logged in?
Like,
Logged in.
that's what I said. What's your answer, Travis? I want to answer the same answer as you.
It's A.
Okay. I don't think it's A, but that's fine.
It's F.
Okay, I have my answer. I have my answer.
Ready?
All right.
No, I'm not ready.
2, 1, go. Travis is right.
No!
Oh boy.
Oh man. Okay.
Find a tiebreaker question.
No, this is the worst thing that's ever happened. This is.
Oh, this is
Oh my
great.
goodness.
All
You know
right.
what? We got tension up to the wire on
All
the
right.
final episode.
I'm gonna need you guys to both write down a name for me.
I need to find another piece of paper. Hang on.
Okay.
Okay.
The question is, name an actor that was handpicked by J.K. Rowling.
Can I write the character?
Yeah.
Okay. What if neither of us get this?
Well, then I'll find a different question.
Oh, balls.
I wrote down the actor, not the.
That's fine. Whatever. There's like 3 possibilities.
He is so
I'm thinking about it.
so concentrated. Like he's concentrating so much. There's so much pressure.
Okay, I have an answer.
All right. Ready?
Yeah. There are 3 options, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Show me.
Oh, I thought we had 3, 2, 1.
It doesn't really matter.
Oh, we got the
Oh
same
my
person.
god. Well, you're both wrong.
Oh wow.
Oh, wow. Okay.
If you want to try another one.
No, I want a new question. I don't
No,
want to
yeah.
feel the pressure of this question.
It really shouldn't be that hard.
Oh. Handpicked. Like she's like, okay, I have this person in mind for this role.
All right, that's fine. I got this one.
Do you?
No,
You seemed pretty sure before.
I was pretty sure.
So I was pretty sure as well. All right, I'm ready. No,
I had a feeling we were going to do the same
No.
one.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, go.
Well, that was true.
Oh no! Don't make me.
Um, Alan Rickman, Maggie Smith, and Robbie Coltrane, who's Hagrid.
Oh, okay, yeah,
Okay.
that makes sense. That makes
Maggie
sense.
Smith, is that McGonagall?
Yes,
Okay.
like the best actress in the entire movie,
She's
So
the
good.
MVP for the series.
for sure.
I disagree with that, but we'll talk about that in the MVP
Well,
section.
talk about it while I find another question for you guys.
What's that?
I hate this game.
Talk
right
about
now.
it while I find another question.
Can
Okay,
can we
so-
settle this on rock paper scissors?
Sure.
No
Come on.
trivia.
No best out of 3. Just rock paper scissors.
We'll
Okay.
write down either rock,
Um,
paper, or scissors.
Michelle. Oh,
So
that
I have
works.
a
That works.
question for you. Actually,
question.
Okay.
What distinction does McGonagall have in her animagus form?
Okay, I don't know what any of that meant.
So when an animagus is one, they can turn into an animal. She turns into a cat. You know,
Yeah.
you
Okay.
got that right. So typically, like, there's specific markings that they have, or I don't know.
I
I'm gonna give you options.
okay.
So A, her fur is the same color as her hair. B, the markings where her glasses would be. C, stripes on her face where her wrinkles are. Or D, none of the above.
I hate this game. Oh man. Okay. So A was what?
Her fur is the same color as her hair.
Okay. B was
The markings where her glasses would be.
and C was the wrinkles.
Stripes on her face where her wrinkles are.
And this is in the book.
Yes.
Okay. I hate this so much.
Just
I
pick
can't
one.
even put it
That's
into
so
words.
bad.
Just pick one.
All right.
Okay.
Are
Michelle,
we
you want
ready?
to count us down?
3, 2, 1, go. Oh, thank God. Hold on.
Somebody won?
Zane won.
Ah!
I want to be so loud, but my kid is sleeping right now. You have no clue. Oh my goodness. My headphone.
But she has
pin
markings where
unplugged.
her
Oh
glasses
my
are.
goodness. Woo! Woo! Oh, dude, I'm so
Anyway.
stoked right now.
MVPs?
Travis,
Yeah,
can I get a fist bump? It was a good game.
that was great. That was really good.
I feel like
We
Oh.
almost lost to someone that's never seen this show before. Just so you know.
I really am so well. I wouldn't have known that question. I should have known the
Yeah.
Tonk one. As soon as you said it, I was like, "That's right. That's the right answer." MVP for the series. I'm gonna go with Travis. Is gonna say Neville Longbottom.
Yeah, you're right. You know that's right. Neville Longbottom. He killed it in this last movie. He's the one that killed the snake.
You in what army? You in what army?
He's the one that riled up everyone right before they showed that Harry Potter was still alive. He killed it. He was amazing.
Neville.
I'm going with McGonagall.
It should have been Neville Longbottom in the Deathly Hallows.
I know they're all supposed to be different.
It could have been.
It's McGonagall though. Like she stepped up. She stepped up to the plate. She made it happen. She got to cast the spell she's been wanting to cast for years and years and years. She was very excited about it.
I would also like to give a special Deathly Hallows Part 2 MVP to Molly Weasley for her total destruction of
Beatrix.
Bellatrix.
Can we get LVPs?
Least valuable player?
It's got to be Ginny, right?
Ron.
In the book, Ginny's a badass, so get out
Yeah.
of
Well, in the
Definitely
movie,
Draco.
I hate her.
You need to
I
read
know.
the books, though.
I know that we started this and I was like, I don't get why everybody hates Ginny, and then we got to the end of this, and I was like, burn Ginny at the cross. I hate her. She's the worst. They have no chemistry. I feel like everything. I don't know if this is like a book thing, the movie thing, but I feel like everything between her and Harry is implied. I hate their chemistry.
It's definitely, that's a movie thing. It's much better in the book.
I feel like we're just meant to be like, oh, you guys are just supposed to accept that these two are lovers. And I'm like, I don't get it. Why? So
Wow.
LVP for this series is Ginny. MVP for the series is still McGonagall. She's the best.
Neville.
Or Hagrid. I like Hagrid a lot. And all
Yeah,
that.
Hagrid's great. But with that is it, guys.
Guys, that's I'm like a little speechless.
Are we
at the moment.
done? Is this over?
Do we it's done. It's over. It's you know what it is. And for those who don't know, Travis and I,
Mm.
are going to be starting a podcast that will be launching in January called Suck It In Podcast. It's going to be our weight loss journey. We're going to try and suck in as much health and fitness information as we can. That's going to be the logo you can look for on Spotify, iTunes, wherever you get your podcasts. It's not going to be a live stream. It's going to be a podcast. But, you know, we want to thank you because it has been a long road. I mean, not for like the cycle of a podcast. It hasn't been that long. Like Joe Rogan's been on since iTunes sprouted out of the ground. But
for us to be like, you know what, let's do something.
You know, we really committed. I think we did. And we started, I want to say,
around this time last year. Yeah.
Yeah. So we started last year and then COVID hit and then we had like a little break and then we started doing the midweek marathons and we really, we stuck to it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm really proud of us for sticking to a commitment. And I'm proud of us for continuing to do it. Even on weeks where before the show started, we were both like, man, I really don't want to do this week. Or we text each other like, should we cancel? And we're like, no, we have to do it. It's the podcast. And I've gained what was once a really good acquaintance has turned into a really good friend.
Oh.
Michelle down here also has become a good friend as well. And it's been fun. It's been a good time. I still had to cancel my Cinemark monthly membership. Either that or when the movie theaters open up, I have a shitload of tickets. So one or the other. Yeah, it's been a hell of a ride. It's been fun. Thank you for watching. Travis, do you have anything to say? I feel like I've just been.
No. Are we going to do some outro music or?
Yeah, I feel like I almost want to like make a slower version of it. Like
we
just
time to do that?
Reflect the mood. No, we don't have time to do it, but it's the last episode, so it doesn't even matter if we did. But here, let me share that tab to you, my man.
Go ahead.
Bada bing, bada boom. It's been shared to you. It wouldn't be our podcast if we didn't scramble through the end of it.
Of course not.
And I have to ask, does everybody hear it?
Oh yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much, not just for tuning in this week, but for tuning in for all of the weeks to Spoiled Rotten Movies. My name is Zane. This gentleman over here to my left is Travis. Down below me is Michelle. Thank you for joining us on our journey through the Harry Potter universe. It's been a hell of a ride. It's been fun. Please stay subscribed to the page and to the podcast on wherever you're listening because it's going to flip over to Suck It In Podcast. We look forward to the 2021. We're going to make some changes in our lives. We're going to make some changes in your lives, and we're all going to grow closer together.
This has been Spoiled Rotten
And this has been Spoiled Rotten Movies, everybody. Freeze frame.
While they freeze, I'm going to let you guys know, if you want more movie podcasts, there is a new podcast coming out called Greater Podcast or Greater Films. A few friends of mine have started it. I'm going to be on their Christmas episode, which is Elf. We talked about Elf. But find that on Spotify, wherever you watch. But other than that, have a great time. And we'll try to be healthier next time. Check on that microphone, check on that microphone, check on that microphone, check on that microphone.